What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the DC edition of the Ragin Nation Show. This is just a web series where we talk about the DC Cinematic Universe. This is episode number 5, and what we got to talk about in this episode is Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Because you know they're filming right now, and a lot of developments have been happening. But before we talk about the big news about that, let's just recap on some big casting news. And I'm sure this is all old news to you guys, but I just want to chime in and just fill you guys in on how I feel about this casting decision. Now, you guys already know that The Rock has been cast as Black Adam. Now, this news came about a little bit over a week ago, probably 10 days ago or even more. But there was this huge rumor that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, would be cast as Shazam, even like all the way up until August, up to August or even July. It was during Comic-Con time where there a lot of people were thinking that there would be that official announcement that The Rock would be cast as Shazam. The question is not whether or not he was going to be cast as Shazam, but when it's going to happen officially. But you know what? He wasn't even cast as Shazam. He's now cast as Black Adam. That would be the yin to the yang. You know, a Black Adam is the yang to Shazam. Now, if you don't know what Shazam and Black Adam is or are, Shazam, also known as Captain Marvel, not to be confused with the Marvel in Marvel Comics. We're talking about DC Comics here. Shazam, you know, he's kind of like a Superman character. I mean, some people might even think of Shazam as like a Superman ripoff. I'm not too familiar with the Shazam comic book story, but all I know is that he possesses some of the same characteristics and abilities as Superman, such as flight, strength, superhuman speed. But Shazam also has the ability to shoot lightning. I don't know exactly how he calls about these lightning bolts. Like, is it like, does he shoot them out of his hands? Or does he call it down like Thor? I'm not too familiar with it, but Shazam is a superhero that, like Superman, wears a cape and also wears a suit, but instead of a giant S, it's a giant lightning bolt. Now, of course, he has to have his arch nemesis. That would be Black Adam. So now Dwayne Johnson is cast as Black Adam. Now, my big question actually is, will the Shazam movie be part of the DC Cinematic Universe, or will it be a standalone film? Because, I don't know, somehow it just feels very, like, you know, this whole concept of Shazam and Black Adam and the whole concept of the story itself, like Captain Marvel, I've been doing a little bit of reading up about it. It just feels a little bit disconnected from the DC Cinematic Universe. Now, I don't know if you guys already know, but some of the executives and the producers from Warner Brothers for Batman vs. Superman and the future films suggested that the tone of the DC Cinematic Universe for all their films is going to be serious. It's not going to be like a fun tone like Marvel is doing with their films. You know, like the Avengers, the Iron Man films. They're all very funny. You know, there's a lot of fun in them. Guardians of the Galaxy is a prime example. But they're not going that route. They're going for the more dark, serious, gritty type of tone. Okay? Shazam, as a comic book, is actually quite fun. In fact, the producers for Shazam actually mentioned that they want to take it into the direction of it being like funny and fun. So I'm not sure if Shazam as a film is going to tie in directly in the DC Cinematic Universe. But anyways, what I really wanted to just talk about is The Rock as Black Adam, and I think he's perfect for the role. He looks the role, and I think that he would be a perfect fit. Now, the big question is who's going to be playing Shazam? Who knows, but we'll have that covered in a future episode. But anyways, let's talk about Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, and as you already know, it's filming right now, and you know what's hard to keep things under wraps, just like Transformers. When you have a vehicle, like a high-profile vehicle, like a Batmobile, there's no way to keep that under wraps, okay? So we've had Instagram photos, like the ones you see here, and here, circling the internet, spread virally all over the internet. All the fanboy websites are reporting on it. And, you know, this is big news because we're seeing what the Batmobile looks like. And, I mean, let's just take a look at this. Obviously, you can see some huge inspiration from the Tumbler. But it doesn't quite look like the Tumbler. In fact, it's not like a tank like the Tumbler. But it's still, like, it's got that type of look because it just looks very armored. It's not very refined like the 1989 Batmobile. Yeah, from the Tim Burton film. It's not refined like that. It's more, you know, it's more like a tank, right? And it opens the way the cockpit opens up, the canopy opens up is like it spreads open like that, which is really unorthodox in my opinion. It opens up like that. So, anyways, I think that Warner Brothers noticed this. They took notice of the fact that the Batmobile image has been leaked, even though they tried very hard to keep it under wraps. So what they decided to do is Zack Snyder decided to show off his own image, an official image of the Batmobile, and check it out. Here it is. The Batmobile is a freaking tank. You know what? I'll be completely honest. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't feel positive about this. I mean, it's kind of like how they keep on changing the Transformers, and that is I'll have to wait and see how the movie is. But for right now, it looks like a mobile artillery. I mean, look at those freaking guns on the front of the vehicle. It just looks it doesn't look like a Batmobile. You know what? It's getting more and more away from the Batmobile. I liked the Tumbler 100% because I knew that the Dark Knight trilogy, or Batman Begins, is a reboot, and Christopher Nolan wanted to keep it grounded and make it work in the realistic setting, and give the Batmobile, or rather the Tumbler, a bit of a history, and why it looks the way it looks. Every inch, or rather every way in which the Tumbler is designed is practical. It has some sort of practical use, right? This is mobile artillery. This is straight up comic book material. You know what I'm saying? It's got this ridiculous gun on a turret, and I'm not complaining about it or anything. It's just not what I'm used to. I thought they would I thought they would go back to basics and make it look like a Batmobile. But right now, all I see is like a stealth mobile artillery. That's what I see. But this is Ben Affleck's ride. This is Batfleck's ride. And I don't know. What do you guys think about it? I'm pretty neutral about it. I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen is that I'm going to see this vehicle, you know, in action on screen, and I'm going to be like, this is the most freaking awesome thing ever. But you know what? I am actually going to, I'm leaning more towards that. I still like the Tumbler, and even when I watch this film, I'm still going to like the Tumbler, because you got to look at it from the bigger picture. Like the Tumbler looks the way it does for a reason. This just looks like they decided to make a vehicle on steroids. And that's what it is. What do you guys think about the new Batmobile? This is the first official image from Zack Snyder for the Batmobile. This is Bruce Wayne's ride. Okay, Batman's ride, rather. And who knows? What is he going to be fighting? Who is he even freaking fighting? Like, who is he fighting that he needs to use this? I'm sure this car is very fast. Okay, use a fast car with you know, like a mobile artillery, automatic weapons mounted on it. And look, you can see that it can swivel up and down. It can swivel 360 degrees, which suggests that you know, this is a turret that could be shooting at aerial targets. You never know. Could be shooting at aerial targets in the movie. Anyways, that's all I got to say in this video. Obviously, the fact that they have Superman, Batman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman in this suggests that there's a huge threat. Okay? And maybe during the time when Batman is fighting Superman, maybe this turret is going to be pointing upwards and shooting Kryptonian rounds or kryptonite rounds at Superman. Who knows? I'm just throwing that out there. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the Batmobile. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. I'm on Instagram. You can check out my photos at The Ragin Nation. I'll see you next time. Peace. So I enjoyed it for what it was, and I love the characters. I love the story. I love the little plot twist, and I thought that it was a really decent